once again adventures to Let's Play Robotics Notes DaSH. In the last episode, I was introducing Daru to everyone in the Robotics Club. And they were chatting about bits and pieces, but when the conversation turned to, or at least started to turn to Daru's own reasons for arriving in Tanegashima in the first place, he wants to avoid that particular topic. It's something that he wants to discuss with Nai without the Robotics Club members overhearing, or anyone else for that matter. And I think that's about the gist of it. I wouldn't necessarily call Daru a history buff myself.
もちろんこれでも戦国時代には詳しい方だお。謙信譚とか激萌え。
Yeah, a little sus there, Daru.
Kenshin Tam?
それエロゲじゃね。
Why am I not surprised? Same old Daru. Same old Daru. Roger. 18 plus games that were popular from the late 1980s to the early 2010s that are featured mainly on PCs. While it may be referred to as a game, the gameplay consists of nothing but reading text. In this genre of games, the player grows closer to the main heroines, experiencing sexual events with them over the course of the story. These events occasionally include subjects such as coercion or even rape. At its peak, over 1,000 titles have been released from various publishers, and despite the source material's 18 plus content, several anime were made based off of some of the games, many of which established a cult following. Nowadays, Pokegom's popularity has crippled the eroge market, leading multiple companies to reflect their attention to creating applications for smart devices instead. Anyway, moving on.
今年はいつもの鉄砲祭りとは規模も段違いですしね。
And Nai immediately changing the topic. Nice save there.
そうなん？
ほら、よく見てください。あそこ。
Nighthorn points to the banner from earlier. I squint my eyes at it and take a good long look. And when I do, I realize that the banner doesn't just say Tanegashima Gun Festival. Another word has been added in rather artistically. Let's see what it says.
Tanegashima Wazaika Teppo Matsuri?
Ever heard of a Wazaika Gun Festival before? Oh, we're moving. It appears we're moving from the harbour all the way to Nippo Minato Park. Just over there. Not that far away. And there before us is a very impressive, very familiar sight. Well, at least to me. This is Daru's first time seeing this particular monument of Tanegashima Island. As soon as I enter the festival grounds, a giant robot fills my vision. It's not exactly thin or cool like Gundam. In fact, it's kind of malformed and ugly. Even then, I can tell it's a robot at first glance. Yeah, yeah. Let's just say that budgetary issues and resource issues also played a big part in its construction there, Daru.
もしかしてあれ
Could it be? I think it is.
はい、あれがガンツク1です。
Gunbuild-1. It's been too long. Gunbuild-1, short for Gunval Prototype Model 1. A giant robot designed by Masaki Sonomiya. It stands at approximately 12 meters tall and utilizes 6 servo motor units. The only joints that function are the legs, leaving the arms completely stationary, walking as its sole significant function. The cockpit is located in the chest area, along with a diesel engine, as in the ones used by trucks, the generator, the battery, etc. This model was based off of gun barrel, so while the construction team tried to match the original anime's design as closely as possible, it was eventually adjusted to a more realistic design midway through the process. Because the team moved away from the original design, the lower half of the robot is unusually thick. In February 2020, major modifications were made, such as the replacement of its decorative arms with pile bunkers, an upgrade to the motors for enhanced movements, etc. Due to these modifications, its name was updated to Super Gunbuild-1. The very same robot that brought an end to the incident just 6 months ago. These youngsters from the Robotics Club piloted this robot and literally saved the world. Upon closer inspection, I can clearly see the back damage left on Gunbuild-1. Yeah, these aren't just cosmetic and for show. Yeah. But still, despite a few bumps in the road along the way during its original assembly, Super Gunbuild-1 can now stand as a proud monument at Tanegashima Island. But still, I can't believe a bunch of high school kids built this thing. Yeah, it took a lot more people than just the members of the Robotics Club. I mean, engineers, manufacturers, that sort of thing.
Ooh.
どうしたんですか、橋田さん？
It's like Daru's pondering something.
いや
But it's this feeling. This odd, uneasy feeling that fills my chest upon realizing that such young kids managed to build a robot like this. I can't let myself fall behind. Is this what jealousy feels like? Tech technologically savvy as you are, Daru, building robots isn't necessarily your forte. Still.
そんじゃここが祭りの中心っつうことか。
Apparently so. There's a large stage just inside it.
はい、鉄砲祭りとしての催しもここを中心に行われます。火縄銃の試射や実際にレプリカの銃を構えたりもできるんですよ。
Matchlock guns. Obviously, well, it is called the Gun Festival after all. Matchlock gun. A gun which is loaded by filling the muzzle with a bullet and gunpowder and then fired by lighting a fuse. In 1543 it was introduced by the Portuguese that washed ashore on Tanegashima. Near the end of the Sengoku period, 1467-1568 CE, the use of the rifle spread dramatically until Japan became the world's largest gun-possessing country at the time. Yeah, don't think matchlock guns are your forte either, Daru. Pretty impressive looking stage.
こちらは特設ステージ。ミスコンやアイドルによるステージなどいろいろなイベントが予定されています。
Pageant, short for beauty pageant. An event where single women compete using their beauty. A panel of judges then determine the most beautiful woman based on their looks. Also, it seems that Junna is playing tour guide here, which actually isn't that surprising considering the probability that the gun festival is being sponsored by the Space Candy Company.
Ooh.
But Daru is going along like any other tourist. And moving up north through the park. I'm then led to the parking lot and guided to the front of a giant tent set up there. Very impressive, though I can only see, well, I can only read ganglion or ganglion.
ほら、もっと急がないと当日に間に合わんぞ。
It's like they're trying to make sure that everything is in order.
すみません、スピーカーの位置チェックしてください。
Sure, it'd be filled to the brim when everything's ready. Here comes Junna.
ここがバトロボ会場。ここでロボット同士の熱いバトルが繰り広げられる予定になっています。
So, Tanegashima is finally hosting, well, is now hosting its own robot competitions here on the island.
Ooh.
Okay, now we're moving further into Tanegashima. Now in Nishimachi, just north of the Space Candy headquarters on Tanegashima. And there are a lot of stalls and places that have been set up.
そしてここはフードコートです。
One might be tempted to mistake this place for either Shibuya or Akihabara, considering how colorful it all is now, but they're not the same. Still, these stalls are pretty decorative.
Ooh.
I'm sure there'll be plenty to eat along the way.
普段はここ普通の通りなんですけど、祭りの間だけ歩行者天国にして路上にお店を出すことになってるんですよ。ここでは種子島の特産品を使ったいろんな料理が食べられます。
I'm sure Daru will find them delicious, Junna. But of course, there'll be more to see.
へえ、思った以上に大掛かりなことやってんだ。
They're pulling out the stops. I wonder why, Kaito.
それもこれも商店街の人たちの協力があってのことだよ。
That too. Yeah, I'm sure they will be eager to carry the festival in their own way, of course. Where we headed next? Further north, it seems. To the Street Corner Information Center. Very fancy. Yeah, the staff are running around.
多分ってなんだよ。ちゃんと確認取っとけ。
そしてここがロボットレクチャー会場。ここでは子どもたちを招いてロボットについての基礎知識を学んだり、実際に簡単なロボットを作ってみたりする予定です。
Yet another thing that you wouldn't have seen on Tanegashima once upon a time. How things have changed.
Ooh.
You might even learn a thing or two, Daru. But I digress. And looks like we're heading back down to the park. Once again. See what else is in store for the festival.
Naruhodo.
After being guided around through the festival grounds, I finally have the full picture.
つまり毎年開催される鉄砲祭りに加えてロボットに関するお祭りも一緒にやっちゃおうってわけですね。わかります。
And I'm sure it will be quite impressive if I do say so myself.
はい、それで和財化鉄砲祭りというわけなんですよ。
Tanegashima Wazaika apparently means super. Good to know.
なんといっても今年はこの種子島とそしてロボットが一躍脚光を浴びた年だもんね。そこで種子島に本社を持つスペースアメ社が声を上げていつもよりも大掛かりなお祭りを開こうということになったんです。
Yeah, I'm not. That doesn't surprise me in the least.
タギル
Akio is definitely excited for the festival
う
to
む
get
うむ、
underway.
そういうことか。
So during the festival, there will be people from all over the country visiting the island, which basically means it will be quite brimming with people. Yeah. That might just work out perfectly for me. Besides, festive vibes like these get my energy up too. I'm on Tanegashima, a tropical island in the south. Given the summer sunshine and the festive vibes, I'm feeling even more liberated than ever. I may just have my midsummer adventure. I think you meant to say adventure there, Daru. Oh wait, never mind. Adventure, the French word for adventure. Duh. When used in Japanese, it is mainly used for temporal love at some faraway location. So then I believe I stand corrected.
あれってことは橋田さんはやっぱり祭りがあるって知ってて来たわけじゃないんですか？
Not exactly, no, Kaito.
はい。
だってさっきから
何を言ってるのかね。もちろん知ってたに決まってるよ。いやー、ロボコラボ楽しみすぎる。
I wonder. Yikes. Yeah, giving yourself away there, Daru. Things will get sticky if they find out about my true objective. I need to keep things as peaceful and on the DL as possible. And hey, I'm not lying when I say the festival seems like fun. It will be, but that's not why you're here.
ん？それじゃあ、ヤシオくんも鉄砲祭りが目的で帰ってきたってわけ？
ああ、予想はしてましたけど、やっぱり俺もそう呼ばれるわけですか。
Unfortunately, Kaito, unfortunately.
何か問題でも？
あると言ったら変えてくれるんですか？
I doubt it.
いや。
Obviously not. God damn it.
だったら訴えるだけ無駄ってことですよね。じゃあいいです。
That's a good point. God damn it, Daru. Why?
俺は別に祭りがあるからってわけじゃないです。夏季講習も終わってたまには戻ってみるかなってね。
Yeah, kind of seeing how everyone else is doing on the island.
そんなこと言って本当は気になってたんですよね。
別にそういうわけじゃ。
なえたん、それどういうこと？
今回の祭りはロボットとのコラボっていうことで、中種ロボ部の皆さんにも全面的に協力してもらってるんです。
Robot collaboration, huh?
ああ。
I see. I guess Yashio-kun is rather shy. But still. Yeah, add in the fact that, yeah, Kaito's passion in life isn't really that of robots, although he does have more of an appreciation for them. It really does seem like the entirety of Nishinomote is in festival mode. I've never been to a normal gun festival, but a festival of this scale is something magical. Too true. And of course, what draws my eyes the most are all the things related to robots. There are tons of guide robots set up around the festival hall. I saw a bunch of cooking robots at the food court, an on-site robot clinic, and even spaces where you can communicate with the robots. Ah, the robot clinic. You should check that out, Daru. Robot Clinic. A store in Minami-Tane that mainly operates in the hobby robot and life-size robot repairs. It is owned and operated by Fujita Tetsuharu. Oh, yeah. Tetsuharu Fujita. Junna's grandfather. Due to its western appearance clashing with the surrounding area, the store is somewhat frowned upon by the locals. Rock music is always blasting throughout the store, so customers have to shout in order to get the owner's attention. Even after 6 months. Yeah, Fujita's habits and tastes have remained unchanged through the passage of time. You'd be forgiven for thinking that the robot stuff was just piggybacking off of the gun festival. I think the reality is probably the opposite. I would say so. It looks like the main attraction will change depending on the day, so I won't get bored here for a while. It is very convenient.
で、純ちゃんさ、どうなの？祭りの準備の方は順調に進んでる？
Juntan's expression obviously darkens in response to Yashio-kun's inquiry. I wonder if she has some concerns. Here comes Subaru.
八潮先輩、帰って早々で悪いんですが、ちょっと来てもらえますか。
Well, organizing a festival is no cakewalk, I get it, but hmm, yeah. But I would have thought everything being set up the way it is, it would have been somewhat smooth sailing. But still, we're taken to a rather large building, at least by Tanegashima standards, with a yeah, that will bring an end to this episode of Let's Play Robotics Knows DaSH, and when we return, we might actually enter said large building. As always, until next we meet.